Hello Dave is brought to you ad-free by my supporters on Patreon. Become a Patreon yourself and get your name listed as a supporter at the end of every video by following the link in the video description. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hello Dave with Down to Earth Astronomy. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, because today we're going to have a look at what's been going on in the past week, and also going to have a look and see what's going to go on in the near future. First of all, Frontier has, I think most of the celebration for the 25-year anniversary has come to a conclusion mostly. I don't know of any more events, but there has been events where they challenge people in the various games that they have, like in Elite, if we could travel, I think it was 250,000 light years in over the week, or there was something like how many kilometers of track people would lay in Planet Roller Coaster, or how many of a specific dinosaur they would breed in Jurassic World Evolution. And I think actually the milestone of that challenge was accomplished by the commanders in Elite, meaning that all commanders in Elite should now have a new paint job for their, I think it's a Cobra paint job that we all got. So that's nice. Free paint jobs is always nice. But talking about the celebrations and 25-year anniversaries and stuff like that, it's a good time to also look forward a little bit. If we go back to, I think just before Christmas and some of those Hello Daves I did back then, I did mention that I was expecting that we, before the end of January, would see some kind of roadmap from Frontier regarding the future of Elite. Now, obviously, we haven't seen anything, and I'm beginning to be a little, well, I mean, they have to come out with something soon. Now, there's been a lot of new players who has been joining Elite recently. I can see that both on the comments that you guys are posting. There's been a revival of some of my older videos that focus a lot towards newer players, something like the rapid fire guides and some of the more basic guides out there has been, I've been seeing more and more activity in those videos, which is a clear indication that new players have joined. And when I talk to people, I can also hear that there's a lot of people who've been joined from December and January. So there's a lot of new players joining. And hopefully a lot of these players are going to stick with the game. But eventually, whenever you play the game for a while, you will begin to look into, at least I do so, begin to look into, so what's coming, what's next, what are they planning for the future of the game. And we haven't really seen anything from Frontier yet. And I'm not expecting a lot in terms of the announcement. I mean, what's coming in the announcement, I hope that's going to be a lot. But what I would really like to see right now from Frontier would be just like it doesn't even have to be a roadmap, but just an announcement saying we are planning to do 2 big patches this year, and the first one's going to be the big one. It's going to be a season pass. It's going to be paid content, not paid content. That kind of overview of what they're doing, much like the thing they did back when they had the Expo in 2017, I believe. Where they just showed so we're going to do these launches. This is going to be a big content update. This is going to be smaller ones. They don't have to actually reveal a lot of the features in there. It would just be nice to have an idea about what's actually going to happen over the next year. Because from now, there's just been talk about that there's going to be paid content sometimes, and people are, I think, assuming that it's going to be this year. But I'm not sure if I've actually seen anywhere. Might have, but correct me please if I'm wrong, but I don't think they've actually said that it's going to be this year. As I said, with all these new players, I think it's important that Frontier gets some information out to kind of show that that they're not just putting Elite on ice from now, that they're actually planning to still develop it. I know they've said so, but it would be nice with some kind of follow-up now that it's kind of been, well over a month now since we had any kind of news. Pretty much since we haven't heard anything, I think, since the 3.3 patch, which is that almost 2 months ago? That's a long time. But anyway, I would really like to see something like that pretty soon in Elite, and I'll definitely be keeping an eye on it and see what comes out. Hopefully we're gonna see something pretty soon at least. Other than that, Elite has been very, very quiet. But last time I did mention that I was considering doing this kind of like a competitive mining event. And I got a lot of good feedback from you guys, and I've decided that that's definitely going to be a thing now. So I will do this competitive or the mine-off. I'll need to find a good name for it. If you have ideas, like post them below. I'm currently working on setting up a proper rule systems to prevent people from cheating, because I obviously cannot keep an eye on all miners at all times, and I don't want to force people into live streaming while they're doing it, because I want to make sure that everybody has a chance to participate, even if they might not have a rig that is that's capable of live streaming. And for some people who doesn't have that set up, it can be a, I guess, larger task just to get a live stream set up just for that one, event. So I don't want people to force people into live streaming. People are more than welcome to live stream it, and if they do, we'll most likely like include their live streams in my live stream when covering the event. But I'm currently working on other ways to ensure people are not mining, and I'm planning to use like session logs so we can go in and see what people actually did and stuff like that. And like the in-game stuff, don't have to share files across. I have ideas, and I've been talking to some of the people on Discord. We've like been throwing ideas at each other, and I think we're getting pretty close to coming up with a pretty good concept that is. I mean, if people want to cheat, people can always cheat, but this at least makes it a lot more difficult for people to cheat, and also to make it as fair as possible. Trying to remove as much of the RNG. One of the original plans was just to see who can make the most void opals in an hour, but that's really gonna mean you could have an unlucky run, and even though you might have done everything perfect, just as the next guy, the next participant. If you were just unlucky, well, bad luck, then you didn't win. Or if you were extremely lucky, you could have been making lots of mistakes and still win. So I'm trying to remove a lot of the RNG and trying to isolate the player skill in it. And probably going to do that just by making it pure profit. Instead of just the number of fragments you get of a specific type, trying to make that a little bit more fair. It's still going to be okay if you're lucky and get a lot of void opals, then you're going to make a lot of money. But the only other way to try to get rid of that randomness would be to make a longer event. But I don't want this to be a 4-hour thing. Hopefully we can do this within an hour. So I want to try and remove as much of the RNG in the event as I can. And I don't want people either to force all people to be in the same ring either, because that could remove some of it. But yeah, I don't know. As you can see, there's still some fine details that I'm working on, but as soon as I have a finished concept for the event, I'm going to launch a video on this channel where I'm going to go over all the details and how you can sign up and do a sign up form, and where you can tune in. I'm going to run over the rules and how everything's going to work. But that's all going to come later when I'm finally done setting up all the rules and the concept for it and figuring out how we're going to do that. But yeah, talking about live streams, of course, tomorrow I will have my usual live stream on the channel here. It will be at 8 o'clock in-game time. We'll most likely be streaming some Elite. Exactly what I'm doing, I'm not 100% sure of. I'm considering to take out the cube combo again, just to do a little bit of fun with that. That thing haven't been in space for quite a while, so I think it's time to get that out. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll do something completely different. I'll see tomorrow what I come up with. But for now, again, I'm gonna keep it short this week as well. So thanks a lot for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, I'll see you guys in space.